boys and girls, it's Kathleen here, and today I'm going to talk about a subject that's caused a bit of debate in the gaming community, and that is whether or not Ellie from The Last of Us is gay. So if you haven't played the newest Last of Us DLC, Left Behind, I would encourage you to play that. I also have a Let's Play on my channel, so if you want to check that out, definitely check that out. But now that you've been warned, I'm about to spoil some of the DLC for you. So near the end of the DLC, there is a kiss scene between Ellie and Riley. Let's take a look at that real quick and examine the interaction and emotion of that scene.
Here. What is that? Hey, what's wrong? Don't go. Sorry. What do we do now? We'll figure it out.
Now, there's a lot going on in this scene. There is, of course, these girls have spent so much time apart and are finally together, and Riley is stating that she is going to be with Ellie, that she is going to abandon the dream she had of being a Firefly, and this is a really emotional moment, and Ellie of course reacts by kissing her. Now, that wasn't a reaction that came as a surprise to me. I saw a lot of moments throughout this DLC that foreshadowed that action. There was a lot of times where they shared romantic discussion, especially during the photo booth scene where they stare at each other and there is this very romantic, awkward pause between them. Gosh, seriously, the things you take for granted.
So... You want to keep exploring?
Hell yeah.
Did you just sense that? Okay, so shortly after I filmed this video, there was a Q&A with the creative director and game director of The Last of Us on Reddit. And people asked a lot of questions about Ellie and Riley's relationship. And a lot of these really troubling assumptions about Ellie surfaced. This is probably one of the most troubling questions I've heard, and I really respect the way that the directors responded to it. Thank you so much, Nameless Red Wolf, for pointing out this comment to me. So someone asked, can you please tell people who are labeling Ellie as a lesbian to stop? Because when you guys made Left Behind, it was made about a love story between two girls who aren't necessarily lesbians, but about two girls who were in love with each other, and that their sexual orientation is left behind as a mystery. Didn't you? Okay, there's so many things wrong with this question. Before I even read the director's answers, there is so much wrong with this question. Firstly, it's really immature. Why is, and secondly, what, this is just a total confusion about what lesbianism is. Two girls who are in love but not necessarily lesbians, that makes them pretty lesbian. Sure, they might be bi, they might be pansexual, but what does that fucking matter? That's what I want to know. Okay, and so this is how the director answered the question. He said, actually, this, Neil said this? Yeah. The creative director said this, so Neil said this. He said, actually, our intention in writing and the actors' performances is that they're gay. But I understand that people have different interpretations to the material. So, yes, the directors and the actors both wanted to interpret a romantic relationships between these two girls. That is definitely the definition of gay. So now I'm going to continue to release this video because even though the directors have said that these characters have a gay romance, people are still in denial. So hopefully I can clarify some things with this video. Now, there are a lot of opinions about this. Some people think that this is just an exchange between friends and that it is totally normal for straight female friends to exchange a kiss. So I asked some of my straight female friends about what they think about this question. Would you ever kiss a girl on the lips?
No, I would not. Probably not.
Why is that?
Because I'm totally straight.
Totally straight.
I'm straight, so no. I don't really want to.
Have you ever kissed a girl on the lips?
No.
No? Okay, have you ever kissed a guy on the lips?
Yes.
Yes, and did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Do you enjoy kissing men?
Very much
Okay, so do you think a girl, if she kissed another girl on the lips, do you think that would be a romantic gesture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Imagine that Riley was a boy. And imagine that kiss happening. And imagine all of the scenes where they share those longing glares at each other. And tell yourself, ask yourself, would I think that this was a relationship if she kissed a boy? Yes, you would. You'd be lying to yourself if you told yourself that you wouldn't find that romantic if a girl kissed a boy. She wasn't coded as being gay in The Last of Us. Why? Because her sexuality didn't matter in The Last of Us. It was about a father-daughter relationship. And you don't talk to your dads about all your relationships. I don't call up my dad and say, hey, so I kissed this girl in a bar last night. He would probably just be like, okay, TMI, you know? Like, it wasn't even necessary or part of the picture. This question of, did Naughty Dog make her a lesbian? I am a little bit offended about that question because the thing is, what if they did make her a lesbian? What is so bad about the idea of her being a lesbian? I think if that is what troubles you, then you really need to examine yourself and wonder, what is it about Ellie being a lesbian that disturbs me? And I honestly think that the overwhelming denial that's going on in the gaming community is people having to confront internalized homophobia, people having to confront that they don't have the highest opinion of gay people. Who you prefer sexually does not disturb your innocence. At a young age, I didn't have crazy sexual feelings about girls. As I got older and I went through puberty, I did. That is normal. But before puberty, I had feelings for girls. I watched the scene of Thumbelina where Thumbelina dances on stage over and over again because I was mesmerized by how beautiful she was. When I went to Disney World for the first time and sat on Ariel's lap, and Ariel, the woman dressed as Ariel, gave me a kiss on the cheek, I couldn't shut up about it all day, and that was my 10th birthday. No, I didn't think about sex at that age, but I knew that I liked women because for some reason that part of yourself emerges in childhood. Now, Ellie kisses Riley, and the look on her face is obviously joy. It's something that was pent up inside her, something she wanted to do. And when Riley says it's okay, it's Riley's way of saying that she felt the same way, in my opinion. I'm saying, as a lesbian, I completely related to Ellie. I recognized all of the codes for her having a crush on Riley because I've been there. I notice that because I see that in myself. And yes, I think that Ellie was gay. And I think that if you have a problem with that, you really need to think about if you have a problem with gay people in general. Like, why is it so hard for you to believe that Ellie might be gay? Is it that you really think that would be a bad thing? And if that is, then maybe you need to take some time to look at yourself, to realize that not all gay people are the same way, and that being gay doesn't make you a bad person. And you can still think of Ellie as that young girl that you protected and that you rooted for in the game The Last of Us. She is still the same person. She's still just as strong. She's still just as kick-ass. Possibly Ellie is pansexual or Riley is pansexual. Who knows? One of them might be lesbian, one of them might be bi. Who really knows? They never used labels. And why is that? Let me quote Bruce Straley in order to summarize what I think Naughty Dog was trying to do with this, the fact that they didn't label these girls. A good character, okay, this is what Bruce Straley said. A good character is a good character. Who cares what it says about their sexuality? They had a romantic relationship. And so where she falls in the spectrum does not matter. What matters is that she's a good character and that Riley is a good character. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Remember to subscribe, comment, and follow me on Twitter for more updates about what I'm doing on this channel. And with that, I should go.
Want to know what I've been up to?
All this time, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Here.